Alright guys, today I'm going to be talking about the grade 1s. Right, now when you think about grade 1s, you always think about the 8Ks. These are, in theory, the things which will win you the game a lot of the time. You've got also, nearly every clan has a 10,000 Vanguard booster. Sometimes clans such as Oracle Think Tank have little subpar 10,000s because they require hand control, whereas clans such as Narukami, shown here, only require you to have your opponent to have 3 damage in their damage zone. That means that this guy basically doesn't even have a requirement. He's just 10,000. You push them up to 10,000, you've got a 10,000 you push them up to 3 damage, you've got a 10,000 booster. Also, I apologise, I don't have any Narukami perfects, so I'm going to have to use this Gold Paladin perfect. Basically, these guys, try and, as often as possible, run them in 4s. This is because as 4, you can, even if you have 4 in your hand, you've still got 2 perfect shields if you have nothing else. 2 things to nullify your opponent's attack. Because you can always discard one for the other. You're not required to discard something else. That's why these are amazing. Then next I'm on to these guys, the Counterblast one plus 1000. Yeah, they're alright, but they're only in here, for me, because there aren't really any amazing grade 1s. That's not saying that every clan doesn't have a grade 1, and apologise if I get a bit quiet, because I'm just having to grab my box of random commons, because certain clans have, well, certain grade 1s are okay, but are a bit lackluster. Things like this, when it boosts a specific card, that's no use. You're not always going to have that card. Sorry for the camera tilt there, I knocked my table. You can have a maximum of 4 of any one card in the deck. That means most of the time you're not going to have that card. Even if you have a way of searching it out with things like the starting Vanguard, which I don't know where mine's got to. Yeah, there we go. Even then, he's not always going to find that grade 3. These guys are subpar to just a vanilla 8K or a 10,000 booster. You've also got these guys, the discard 1, draw 1. They're alright, but they're nothing special. So, yeah, grade 1s, just most of the time, you don't want them for their effects, you want them, except for this guy. Don't think of this as an effect, just think of it as a 10k vanilla booster, which is effectively what it is. But this is, the Counterblast one is a downside. You don't really run this for the 8,000 rather than 7,000. And then finally, you've got the random effect monsters in the deck, the grade 1s. Things like the Desert Runners for the Narukami, which are still 7,000 like this guy, but have an awesome on-summon effect. Locking down that rearguard for 1 turn can mean the difference between a game win and a game loss. You lock it down, it can't intercept for this turn. They only have 1 grade 2 on the field, and you've just locked it down. They have, say, 2 cards in their hand. That's basically good game. They can't guard every single attack if you have 3 attacks. You call this into one of your back row rearguard circles, it's still a 7k booster. Yes, it's not 8k, it's not 10,000, but it's 7,000, it's better than nothing. And when you put it on something like this, if their Vanguard's 10,000, you're hitting for 15, meaning that they have to guard for 10, meaning that they'll have to waste at least one of the cards in their hand to just stop that attack. And on the final turn of your game, if you do that, you might as well just call it game there. They physically won't be able to guard everything. Right, if you've got any other ideas on things which I can do stuff about, because I have one more video to put up after this one, which is just about the trigger lineup. But anyway, if you have any ideas, please let me know, PM me or comment on the video. I'll read all comments put up. Please don't spam with random rubbish, but if you've got any valuable information, any questions, go ahead. So please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Thank you for watching.